Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, the beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Brees. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
To throw, it's Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray being chased out left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. On the defensive side, here are the starters for Tennessee. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Breeze. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Breeze going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Buster Screen is able to bring him down. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Johnson's got it complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 13 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check nine.
McCaffrey on the counter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Murray from midfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And finding Keelan Cole. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, Swift. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
95, 56. Go, go, go.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Breeze now.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
36 to Mike. Target. Mike, 36. Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the catch made by Johnson. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze to throw again. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ready? 5-8. 36. Rip left.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
We own them.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Anthony Miller, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys are out on top as we get you back up to Jacksonville. Standing by once again, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Go. Right, 55.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I think in normal situations, most play calls would probably shelve that play. In this situation, down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he...
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Gary Jennings, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Breeze now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Breeze now 14 out of 70, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Breeze hands to Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
Check.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Big stop, let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Throwing on second down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And an alley to run.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Check right. Watching your grind. Bandit. Check. Check out.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back now in Jacksonville as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Back now in Jacksonville as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Taking it about the 16. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Ready? 5-8. I got you, boy.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Breeze. And he's got his man on the out route. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas, 46 yards. Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Breeze to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and that might be Titan football. It is.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have...
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Buster Screen. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
This is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Right here, right here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part,
Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. It's picked up by the Titans, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Every time, keep putting that motion on the ground.
well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. To throw, it's Murray. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Murray, buying time to his left. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He gets this one to Johnson. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Mike Bennett in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ballgame. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
Yeah, but it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home.